nothing. Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how?
Out! Out! Get away!
welcomes all patients, whether Freestar or UC.
No matter how much we learn, we're only just barely starting.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. An outbreak? I have... Are you kidding me? I knew I should've... Here's an access card, whatever.
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
I suppose that's... is ours now, eh?
I never should have taken this job.
Howdy.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get in there!
If people would stop moving their noses.
got my eye on you.
Nice to catch you.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. So I've heard. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? I knew something bad had happened. Were there any survivors? Seeking ecliptic on a station with nothing but miners and scientists? Corporations can sink low, but this is a new level. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing? So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO.
Infinity appears to be on an entirely different level of corruption. It cannot be allowed to continue.
I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rotha site secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Heh, if only. I'm sure you remember your actions during Directive Theta, especially in regards to Administrator Bayu. Thanks to your inability to follow protocol, we now owe him a debt. One that you get to pay.
And there it is. All roads lead to Bayu.
You do. So listen up. The administrator wants us to deal with a rival operative. And when I say deal with, it means he wants them dead. This is not an assignment I give lightly. Good. Find the operative and do what you must. We already have a team prepped to handle any fallout. When it's done, report back to Dalton. I have a meeting to prepare for.
I find the...
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And we're done.
Net construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Archmite, and Satori Mills are dead.
Gagarin's not an easy place to live.
Damn it. Please tell me that... You mean you're not here to kill me? Look, You promised you'd listen. Just hear me out. And I am so grateful you remembered, because I do very much enjoy living. Working at Ryujin taught me I always needed a backup plan. I have a place. It's not in the settled systems, so it'd be almost impossible to... Just let me go there, and... I figured as much. I'll leave as soon as I'm able. Thanks for listening.
This is Restart Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go.
Back from doing... Good. I'll send word to Bayou that... Now we can get back to more important... I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole. Indeed. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the... The people we're dealing with will expect nothing. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So, before you go... I can't imagine a more satisfying... Now, let's... We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget. The mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives. I know you're not insinuating that this is my fault.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send out the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this. And that's precisely why I know we can count on you. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Sure you're okay?
Double check those measurements are right.
I am not permitted to perform.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey. Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime.
Did I not just say I quadruple checked?
You know I'm just giving you a heart. Besides, I've got to make sure my... You're gonna be fine. All I'm saying is that you're in good... Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and... All right, let's get this party started. Well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? Yep, that's me every morning. But the whole point of this is no visual indication and no advert. Just a couple quick notes before you... First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared. Well, my tech is only a prototype. Now let's test this sucker out. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation.
not to immediately worry about the implications.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt really natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? Yes. Good.
I heard. It really was fascinating how it's truly remarkable. Maybe that's the beauty of it. You'd never... Besides, if a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology, it sounds like you have an assignment to complete. And DeMarcus and I have a... Damn, where the hell did I put that torch?
I've been waiting here for ages.
Look, you're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Vena's promise of, now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, we're sending you in Lucas Drexler as a... No, death is too good for our enemy. We prefer to teach them how... All right, you have two options for this. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find... From there, you have three. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the... Second is Faye Sengsavant. And third, you need to obtain...
As you can see, you've several floors.
Nothing a good operative. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both...
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete... Exactly. And what the public doesn't know.
It is best to keep the public unaware of such a device.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, controlling the narrative is of the...
Understood.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. In fact, unless they're a master at... Simon Rychek. Infinity's maintenance crew is under... Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail. My thoughts exactly. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough info. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. You and me both. So, any final questions? Good luck. And
here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry, and don't screw this up.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal.
And I'll keep
It's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion. Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat. Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
I wanted to thank you. You seem... I think none. You have certainly been. If I may. I cannot tell if I have a very different... I have not shared...
Do you have the probe? I'm certain Ularu won't pass up. So, let's take a look. Aha! The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
So it is clear what she intended. Now all that is left is to decide what to do with this information.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Then it is time we use it.
Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one planting the false evidence. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Is this
Current course while we scan for...
Can we speak for a moment?
Scan complete. You are clear.
I have things I wish to discuss with you.
Problem?
Don't be nervous. Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters. Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today?
Like staggering.
Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will... Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist.
Is your foot in the door? Show initiative. Positive
Welcome to... Excuse me. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hartman. I'll go out of... Just give me a moment to let Miss Hart know you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just a... Remember, you have access to... This should only take a moment. This should only take a moment. Welcome to Infinity LT. Let's get it. Our waiting area is just to my right. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived. I'll go notify Miss Hart that you are here. Feel free to use any of the facilities. Welcome to Infinity. Hello. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived. Just give me a moment to remember you have access to this floor, but please don't venture off.
The hell was that?
Just give me a moment to let Miss Hart know you're here.
The hell was that? You thought you could